Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the channel. Quick heads up, iOS 16.2 is going to release on Monday, December 12th, so that's coming up here in a few days. I'm currently running a beta version of that. It's likely the release candidate, so I could have the final version or it might have a few tweaks before we actually see the real one come out on Monday. But anyways, they're having a few different changes on here. In my opinion, the largest is going to have to do with the always-on display and the lock screen. Some of the changes that they're going to make, if you go into your always-on display settings, you can now disable the wallpaper, whereas before you had to have something on there. In my opinion, this makes it a little bit nicer. It makes it a bit more of like an Android type always on display. So it does make that screen a little bit darker. It's not super bright. That's my preference on it. They're also going to allow you to disable the notifications if you choose to as well. Okay, I think this is the coolest feature of 16.2. They're going to have the Apple TV app basically push live sports scores to your live activities widget on your lock screen. So I don't have anything that's playing right now that will work with this, but what you'll want to do, if you go into the Apple TV app, find the live sports, click on one. I've got this to work with like a few random like basketball games and things like that. I'm really hoping it works with NFL games. I'm going to check that out this weekend and see what happens. But what you would do though, click on one of the live sports. Then you're going to see here in the middle on the right-hand side, there's going to be a tab that says Follow. Click on the Follow, and what that'll do when you go back to your lock screen, you're going to see on the bottom right-hand side, the bottom middle side, you're going to see like a really cool widget. It has the live score, the quarter, the team names, everything like that. So I really, really hope that we see that in some more apps and things going forward. I think that live activity is one of the coolest things they've added to iOS recently. Okay, next feature, Apple Freeform. So this is a whiteboard app. So basically you can go in here and create shared documents that you can work on with other individuals. If you want to share that, you can. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I kind of went in and just randomly, created some things earlier on it. There are sticky notes you can add in here. You can then resize them. You can add text to them if you want. They have that. There's tons and tons of different shapes available, all sorts of things. So if you need to add, picture of a basketball or whatever it is, you can do that. You can also then go and change the colors on them as well, or add text to them. They have plain text, handwritten text, and then I think the coolest part of this is you can actually add in pictures and PDF files. I tried this earlier with a PDF file added, so you'd basically see it on the screen, and then you can click on it. It pulls it up into a PDF viewer, so you get a nice clean version of that. But anyways, that's just kind of a cool little thing. It's like I said, it's basically a shared whiteboard type thing. So if you're working on a document with multiple people, you have a great way of sharing it. It looks like it's free to use, which is even better. They've added in two new widgets. Both have to do with health. The first one is sleep data. So if you use the sleep features like on your Apple Watch or your phone, there's now a widget for that. The next one they've added in is a medications widget. I'm not currently using either of these, but they are available now in 16.2. Looks like you can track meds, set a schedule, get reminders, things like that as well now. Now, I'm not much of a singer, so I probably won't use this, but Apple Music Sing is coming to 16.2. It's basically... I went in and I searched Apple Music Sing within the Apple Music app, and it pulled up just some random different things. So what this does, you can actually adjust the vocals up or down in a track. You'd hit on the lyrics, and you'll see this little microphone. And I assume this is only going to be on limited songs that actually have this available. But you can basically completely turn the volume on the vocals all the way down or turn it all the way up. So this might be kind of useful, like say if you like to do karaoke or if you wanted to do like a cover of some type and just have the instrumentals playing, that's going to be a little bit available out there as well. They've also added in some additional protections, advanced data protection under your iCloud settings. So it looks like they're going to further encrypt some of these additional apps. I have not tried this out yet, but if you want to increase your security a bit, you've got more options in 16.2. iOS 16.2 is bringing one major change to AirDrop. If you have yours set to share with everyone, that will now be limited to 10-minute periods of time. So after that, you would basically need to re-enable it. Contacts only is what I generally use, so it's not going to affect me, but I have heard some people somewhat complaining about this online. I'm not sure why people have it open for everyone, so I'd be kind of curious to hear how people use that currently. But yeah, going forward with 16.2, it's going to have that limited to a 10-minute time period for everyone. The built-in weather app will now show local news stories. I've tried a few different cities and I haven't been able to find any yet, but starting with 16.2, you're going to now see local news stories in your built-in weather app. Just a few last second things. 16.2 will also bring 5G to users in India. They're also adding SharePlay into Game Center, so you can use FaceTime and potentially play some games with friends over SharePlay, so that might be kind of neat. Outside of that, I can't remember anything off the top of my head, but anyways, this should be coming out on Monday the 12th, so head out there, get that downloaded, and check it out. Hope you guys have a great one.